All right, today we're going to learn how to add and subtract rational expressions. They're basically the same steps. Subtracting is just going to have one extra step, just like when we did adding and subtracting polynomial expressions, okay? It just has that one extra keep, change steps, but it's the same concept, okay? So adding and subtracting is like a little bit different than how we did multiplying and dividing. You don't do a lot of canceling out in adding and subtracting, okay? It's all about getting those like denominators. So the first step, so when the other steps in multiplying and dividing, it was factor everything. Well, in adding, we're just going to factor the denominator, then we're going to make like denominators, and then we're going to smush what we have left over, okay? All right, so I like to reflect back for when you first learned how to add and subtract fractions by your, like with no calculator. So if I had, let's see, we'll say x over 4, we'll make it, no, let's not, that needs to be a number. Let's make 5 over 4 plus 8 over 3. You had to get like denominators, and really and truly you just looked at what one side had and what the other side didn't. So this side's missing that 3, so we multiplied by 3 over here. This side's missing that 4, so we multiplied by the 4. 5 times 3 gave us the 15 over, so once you do that, it'd be 15 over 4 times 3, which is 12, plus 4 times 8, which is 32, over 4 times 3, which is 12. And once they had the like denominators, you could smush the top, and it would be 47 over 12. Okay? So that's exactly what we're going to be doing, except with variables. Okay? All right. So let's do one. Let's start a problem. Okay? So, number 1. Okay. Number 1 is going to be 7x plus 1 over x squared minus 36 plus 3x over x plus 6. Step 1, factor the denominator. I've showed you on Desmos how to factor the denominator. You look where it crosses the x-axis, and then you change the signs. So this factored will be 7x plus 1 over x plus 6, x minus 6. This one's already in factor terms, so we just leave it over x plus 6. Next, you look to see what each denominator is missing. Does this denominator have something this one doesn't? No. Is this denominator, the right-hand one, missing something? Well, it's missing the x minus 6. So we're going to multiply this side by the x minus 6. This one didn't get multiplied, so we just leave it alone. 7x plus 1. I'm going to distribute this 3x. 3x times x is 3x squared. 3x times negative 6 is negative 18x. And then your like denominator is just what you were trying to make it look like. We were trying to make it look like this. So it's going to be x plus 6, x minus 6. Clean up the numerator. Put it in standard form. 3x squared. 7x minus 18x is going to be negative 11x plus 1 over x plus 6, x minus 6. And that would be your answer, okay? All right, so now we're going to get number 2. It's 2x plus 1 over x minus 5 plus 2 over x. So they're both factored, the denominators. Okay, we don't have to worry about the factor in the denominators. Now, common mistake is they're like, oh, this one's got an x and this one's got an x. No. This is x minus 5 and this is x. Okay, so that is how you need to look at it, okay? So really and truly, they have nothing in common, these two denominators. So we're going to multiply this side by that denominator, and then we're going to multiply this side by the other denominator, okay? Now, we're going to distribute that x, and it's going to be 2x squared plus 1x. Distribute this 2, it's going to be plus 2x minus 10. Smush the denominators, x minus 5 times x. Now we need to clean that numerator up, okay? When we clean that numerator up, it's going to be 2x squared, 1x and 2x is 3x, minus 10 all over x times x minus 5, okay? All right. Trying my laptop to charge. All right, let's do another one, another addition, okay? So another addition problem. Let's do one Let's do one like this. All right, so number 3 is going to be 7 over x minus 6 plus 5. All right, so 5 is a whole number. It's not even a fraction. But how do you make a whole number a fraction? You put it over 1. Okay? All right, so now you got to get common denominators. They're both factored, so we're good. If you look, this side, x minus 6, it doesn't have the 1. But do we need to multiply by 1? No. But this side, but the right-hand side denominator is missing the x minus 6 part. So we're going to bring the 7 over x minus 6 down because it's good, plus distribute the 5, and I get 5x minus 30 over 1. Well, it's going to be x minus 6. Hold on, I skipped a step. So we'll bring down the 7, then distribute the 5x minus 30, and it's going to be all over x minus 6. Combine your terms, and I'll have 5x minus 37 all over x minus 6. And that would be your answer, okay? All right, we're going to do one more addition, and then we'll jump into a subtraction problem, okay? So let's do... All right, here's number 4, okay? So these two denominators, they're factored, but they have absolutely nothing in common, okay? So when they have nothing in common, you're going to multiply the left-hand side by the right-hand side denominator, and then you're going to multiply the right-hand side by the left-hand side denominator, okay? I'm going to distribute this 7, and I get 7x minus 14. Now over here, when you have a 2 by 2 being multiplied, I would come over and do the box method is what I would do. Okay? And we multiply it out. Pull them out. These are like terms. That makes me a negative 3x minus 10. Okay? All right. So now I'm going to input that over here. And then my denominator is just a combination of both these denominators. X minus 5 times x minus 2. Clean up the numerator. I got an x squared. 7x minus 3x is positive 4x. Negative 14 and negative 10 is negative 24. All over x minus 5, x minus 2. Okay? All right. So that's it for adding. Subtracting. The only new step in subtracting is we're going to have to do the keep, change, change. Okay? So let's just do one. All right, here we go. So number 5 is going to be 2x plus 7 over x minus 5 minus 5 over x squared minus 10x plus 25. All right, the keep, change, change thing I'm telling you about is where you keep the first fraction the same. So we're going to keep that guy the same. Change the subtraction to addition. And then change everybody in the numerator. If you had more people up there, you would change everybody. Okay, and we're just changing the numerator. So it's going to be negative 5 over x squared minus 10x plus 25. Okay? Now, we need to factor this guy. You can use Desmos, okay? I've already taught you how to do that. So when I do that, it's going to be x minus 5, x minus 5. Okay? All right. So now we need to see what side's missing what. Well, they both have x minus 5, but this one has one extra x minus 5. So we got to balance it out. So we're going to multiply this left-hand side by that extra x minus 5. This one's got 2x minus 5, so we're good. So we're going to come here and do the box method. Okay? X minus 5, 2x, and 7. So that'll be 2x squared minus 10x, 7x, negative 35. So this is 2x squared minus 3x minus 35. So now I'm going to write that down. 2x squared minus 3x minus 35. We didn't do anything to this guy, so we just drop him down. And then we put it all over x minus 5, x minus 5. Clean up the numerator, and it'll be 2x squared minus 3x minus 40 all over x minus 5, x minus 5. And that would be your answer. So see how it's just one extra step? That is it. All right? Let's do 2 more subtraction ones, and then we're going to call it a day. Let's see. Let's use yellow. So number 6. Number 6. All right, number 6. So we've got 2 over x minus 2 minus 7. Remember when you have that whole number, put it over 1. Keep change. So we'll have 2 over x minus 2 plus negative 7 over 1. Okay? Now, this guy has x minus 1. He doesn't. So we're going to multiply over here by x minus 2. I said x minus 1. It's x minus 2. My bad, guys. Bring down that 2. Distribute the negative 7 and get negative 7x plus 14 all over x minus 2. Combine your like terms, and it's going to be negative 7x plus 16 all over x minus 2. And that's your answer. Okay? All right, let's do one more subtraction problem, and that will be it, my friends. That will be it. Let's do that color. Okay, so this is number, Lord, 7. So it's going to be 3 over x minus 3 minus 7 over x plus 3. All right, the denominators are factored. We need to do the keep change. So I'm going to say 3 over x minus 3 plus negative 7 over x plus 3. The denominators are factored. They have nothing in common. Neither one of them do. So when neither one of them have anything in common, you're just multiplying each side by the opposite denominator. So I'm going to multiply this side by x plus 3. Multiply this side by x minus 3. Distribute. And I'm going to have 3x plus 9. Distribute. Negative 7x plus 21 over the combination of the two denominators. Clean it up. And let's see. 3x and negative 7x is negative 4x. 9 and 21 is 30. All over x minus 3, x plus 3. And that is your answer. All right, guys, so you have a Delta Math. Don't forget that you can use the Delta Math help tool also, and it'll give you a detailed explanation of how to solve things. Also, don't forget you can email me if you do have any questions, okay? All right, guys.